In life, it's always a good idea to keep track of all the places that you've camped for free. Because if you have a way to refer to them when you get to that same area again the next time, then you're all set. You don't have to worry and do the whole hunting process all over again. So another TikToker suggested keeping a journal of all the places you've stayed, but there is an easier way, and it's by using Google Maps, your saved lists, and your saved pins. And I'm going to show you how right now. So you're going to open up Google Maps. Here you can see all my saved pins across the country that I've kept for years as I've traveled. This red heart one is one of my favorites, and it's Sublette Lake BLM land. I'm going to click down at the bottom where it says saved, and it's lit up in the red. And then it's going to bring up where I've saved it. And I've actually saved it in 2 different lists, places to camp free or cheap, and my favorites. And then it gives you a little spot underneath in the box to give a description of what the place is. You can make all kinds of lists, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. So say you want to save a new location that you just found to camp free at, and say it's along this road here. You're going to press and hold to drop a pin. There you go. It's going to bring up this menu, and at the bottom you're going to hit save, and then brings up your lists, and you're going to choose which list to put it in. I'm going to put it in places to camp free or cheap, and I'll put a little description under the box. Then I can label it, but I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Free places to camp. Okay, and then you hit done. So now I'm going to show you how to label it. You pull up this bottom, and then you swipe over until you see the label button. And then you enter a label. And make sure you save it by hitting the bottom add label or enter on your keyboard. And there it is. It might take until the next time you sign in for it to show up as labeled. Google Maps is wonky like that, but it will show up later. Okay, say you want to remove it from your list. You're going to go back down and hit saved. It's going to pull up your lists, and you're going to uncheck it from the list. It's going to ask you to remove it. You remove it, and then it's not on your list anymore. It might take a minute to show up again because Google Maps wonkiness. When you're back on the home screen of Google Maps, you can hit that bottom saved button, and it'll bring up all your lists. I'm showing all my lists to you here. These are just some ideas that you can use too. The only drawback is you can't change the color of the pins to see which one is in which list. But other than that, it's a great tool to have.